What's good, everybody? Welcome back to yet another video. I know I've been gone, it's been a while. It's probably been 3 weeks if I'm not lying. Has it not? Hopefully not. But anyway, I'm back. Yeah, like I never left. So I just decided that let me just continue, or rather, wrap up the content about the pros and cons of working for large companies, medium-sized, and startups. So I decided that I'm not going to feature medium-sized business. You will just have to read between the lines. um I don't know, I got bored by creating, yeah, because now I have to go search and search and search and search. Remember, guys, it's sometimes it's like, how do I even put it? So I have to find content, or rather during my research, I need to find things that make sense to me, that I agree with. Some of them I didn't agree with them, and I was like, yo, Asana, it's gonna take me years to find, all of that. It would be easier if I had like experience with working in all different company sizes. Then I would just like create, like, come up with my own pros and cons. But because game does say but anyway, so guys, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do whatever it is that you need to do. Also, one other thing is that this is not career advice. If you're looking for career advice, please, seek some advice from someone who is qualified to give career advice. This is just to give an insight on the types of, on the cons and pros, working in different companies. Guys, this is insane. It's like 21 minutes past 2. It is what it is. Anyway, yeah, that's that on that. This is not meant to like bash or promote or whatever. You guys do whatever it is that you want to do. Do what you will with the information that I'm sharing here today on this video. And this is not to say that you should go for whichever one. So based off the information that you have, you can then make a decision for yourself. With that being said, let's get straight into the video. So today we're talking about the pros of working at a large company. So let me just say, large tech company is a software engineer. So in at number one, so I'm just going to be looking down in this piece of paper. Also, like, sometimes I must, the over editing that I have to do, guys, so that it doesn't show by now I'm reading some of the points, but I'm just like, yo, and editing usually takes time, but I'm just like, this needs to be up by today, so I need to I'm gonna edit it now and try to upload it so that it could be up by 12 midday. So yeah, so you'll forgive me, I'll have to look down, because, and I'm not editing that part out. But anyway, straight into the video. So I might have forgotten some of the points that I've had from a startup, but you can, sort of like read between the lines and sort of like assume that it could be the opposite of what happens in a, so whatever happens in a startup could be the opposite of what happens in a large company. Okay, so in at number one, steady employment. So yeah, you can expect to have high job security, like, also I'm not trying to compare, like, that's what I'm trying to run away from. I don't want to be like, oh, comparing, so compared to this, compared to that. No, like, that's that on that. It's just has like a steady employment, so which means you have high job, security, because I mean, this company X has been existing for the past 110 years. I mean, e.g. In at number two, we have financial benefits and perks, right? So in terms of financial benefits and perks, like, also guys, a quick disclaimer, this does not mean that if you go work in a big company, this is what you're gonna get. This applies to whomever it applies to. So please don't quote me. Okay, some. So these points will apply to some, and to some they might not apply, or one or two might apply and the others may not. So yeah, it's a tatama chance to my millions type of vibes. So with that being said, in terms of like financial benefits and perks, that goes for insurance, that goes for um medical aid, bonuses, allowances and stuff. That's not everyone though, some of them. So these are some of the pros, and also it works for the, you know, for Cinderellas. So whichever company whose shoes fit, yeah, then this is them. So don't say, oh, I work for big boots company. I'm not sure if there's a big boots company. If there is, please don't sue me. I'm just making an example. And you're like, I work for big boots a company, and it's so huge. It's everywhere in the world. It's been existing for the past 500 years, and there's no. Please relax, bod. You know. So this applies to some companies. So in at number 4, you get exposure to new tech. Okay, so this would be simply because if the company has been existing for so long, so obviously new processes or new systems do come in place, and some of them will not be built. Okay, fine, if it's like 110 years old, so obviously some of the tech stack is quite old that they use for like different types of systems, but some systems could be built in like new technology, and it being a large, you know, company, that gives you a, you know, an opportunity to sort of like dab in like different technologies within the company, because there's so many of them. So you today you could be like Pythonizing it, the following day you could be JavaScripting or C sharping, because I mean so you get to, you know, be exposed to like different types. And yeah, so in at number 4, I'm thinking shared responsibility. So because it's a big company, so um chances are the projects that you get to work on are very big. So it means that they're going to be split. So the project will be split into I don't know, equal pieces, like the orange that your mother would split between you and your 10 other siblings. um yeah, so that we all get equal pieces, and we're going to chow that orange, which is the tasks that need to be completed for the project. So yes, that is a pro. Remember, I said I'm not comparing it to anything, but just in general, you put 2 and 2 together. I mean, that's if you know how to do some basic numeracy, then you would get what I'm trying to say. So last but not least, growth potential, right? Also growth potential, for me, that is like subjective. It depends on what type of growth that you're looking for as a person, as a software engineer or as a software developer. So in terms of like a growth potential in a large company would mean that with the exposure, then you, in terms of your skills, in your line of work, and you know, and you get it. So in that sense, you will grow. um but in terms of climbing the, apparently the B is silent, climbing the corporate ladder will be very much a little bit like tricky, because also there's like 5,000 of you or 10,000 of you. And if you know, guys, just be like me. I'm kidding. I don't want to be like some, I don't know, director and Dondoni. I want to solve problems. And I'm just like, I want to write code. I know that even directors do solve problems, but like, can I solve code problems? I want to solve computer problems. You get. So if you're that person who would like to be a director, there's probably 500 of you who want the same position. So yeah, that's like, yeah, so that's not the growth we're talking about. We're talking technical growth, skill growth, and all that shebang. Okay, so yes, that's all I have for the pros of working in a big or large company as a software engineer. And that's it from me. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Bye.